Starting to move into the Great Lakes, Green Bay, Michigan. Notice icing in Chicago and rain in Indianapolis. That rain snow line really teetering, so you may start off with ice and end with rain. Then by 8 p.m. tonight, this is when it impacts the Northeast. This is when it impacts the Northeast. This is when it impacts the Northeast. Cities like New York, Philadelphia, Syracuse, even central Pennsylvania. By tomorrow morning, this moves into New England, icing in places like Boston. So we'll start with snow in Boston, see that switch over to icing, snow for Maine as well, and that moves out by lunchtime. As far as totals go, we could see some high amounts. Places like Boston could see 6 to 8 inches of snow. That's a look at the forecast. Whit?
And I know we've got several days of this. Joining us with the latest, Jacqueline, good morning.
Well, good morning. Yet another community is heartbroken. Residents in Nome saying it's complete shortly after 2:30 p.m. Thursday, headed for Nome Airport. But about 40 minutes into the flight, the plane disappearing from radar. Air traffic control.
Check your altitude immediately.
Moments later.
Rain for the south once again makes its way into the northeast. More than likely seeing more rain than anything for the New York tri-state area, but in New England, you could be in for some ice and snow. Following all this, cold weather. Winter still in full effect as we head into next week. Take a look at some of these numbers. Kansas City, 22 degrees on Wednesday, Tuesday. Boston below freezing on Tuesday. That's a look at the forecast across the country. Let's see what's going on a little closer to home.
Several inches of snow on the way after sunset tonight, but until then, increasing cloud cover and cold but calm conditions.
And that's a look at your local forecast. Will, I'm sure you're sitting pretty with some warm air down there in NOLA. Oh, hey, Morgan.
Yes, we are sitting pretty and standing tall here down in NOLA. 81-degree high here, and our countdown to the Super Bowl continues with the story of a key member of the Chiefs staff. He's affectionately known as Coach Andy Reid's left-hand man, and Morgan Norwood is here with us in New Orleans. She has the story. This is really a lovely thing.
So inspirational, and it's just one more reason to watch the big game tomorrow. On the Chiefs sidelines, there is another MVP, his left-hand man, talking about Porter Ellett. He's just not any assistant coach. After losing the use of his right arm as a child, he turned a setback into a comeback, proving that nothing is out of reach.
Before every Chiefs game, Patrick Mahomes has a routine, warming up with the same trusted hand, catching his throws.
He just saw that I was catching the football and
saying it's in a dome, Samara, but we've got the folks who are going out to tailgate. Maybe they're going to be out doing outdoor patios. Okay, so take a look this morning. Here we go. Dense fog advisory. Look at that. The fog, I can confirm, was a paid actor. The temperatures tomorrow are going to be in the 70s. So 10 a.m. 73 degrees, between 2 and 4 mid to upper 70s. Notice how we have the rain clouds, the raindrops falling. We have a few spotty showers that we could see throughout. So not a complete washout during that game time frame, but the rain will pick up as we head into the overnight hours. So as they're leaving the game, that's what we're in for. We're also taking a look at some of these numbers. So today we could be in for some record-breaking high temperatures, trending 10 to 20 degrees above normal. Places like Austin, 87, New Orleans, 79 degrees. That's a look at the forecast across the country. Let's see what's going on in your neighborhood.
Cold and calm this morning, teens and 20s, but the weather headline today is this.
Look at your local forecast. You guys, I'm going for the Eagles.
Okay.
Going for the Eagles. All right. She said it. There you have it. Where are you going for?
You know, I'd like the Eagles to win only because the Chiefs have beaten up my Niners twice. So,
we've seen that
yeah. Nothing against the Chiefs.
I'm with you. We're going for the Eagles, too. Thank you so much for that, Samara, and the game day forecast still coming up here on GMA. Sure, there's still the big game, but there's also what's in between. A look at the buzziest Super Bowl ads still coming up. Back now with our play of the day, and it is the cutest thing. It's some of the big game's littlest fans cheering on their heroes. You'll get to check out the heartfelt message. This is one that Eagles running back Saquon Barkley's daughter Jada left for her dad, recorded with the Players Tribune. How
that
sweet.
Is very cute.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes getting a message from him.
Yeah.
I love hearing from the kids. It's always the kids that get you.
I know. My kids are always sending messages requesting more screen time.
Yeah, dude, same.
For Roblox?
Same.
Yeah, not quite the same. All right, coming up here on GMA in our second hour, football meets fashion. Morgan Norwood is in New Orleans.
Yeah, coming up, we are talking fashion and football. They do go hand in hand. Ahead, I will introduce you to the designer that is bringing game day fashion to the Super Bowl stands.
Norwood in the house, helping those football fans everywhere gear up for the Philadelphia Eagles to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, how fun. Plus, from Super Bowl to that other bowl, the Puppy Bowl, referee Dan Shatchner is here with
details on that. Samara, good morning.
Good morning, Wick. Good morning, Janae. And to the folks at home, yes, we've got alerts lighting up the board. Lighting up the board. We saw some snow this morning in Minneapolis. Winter storm warnings for New England, Chicago. Snow in the Great Lakes. Rain in places like Indianapolis and the Ohio Valley. 8 p.m. tonight, we start to see a lot of that snow situated in the Northeast, including New York City. Philadelphia, you may start off with some icing and see that switch over to rain as we head through the evening. By tomorrow morning, this is when it takes aim on New England. Boston, heads up. You'll start off with some snow. You could see a bit of a wintry mix on the tail end. By lunchtime tomorrow, this system is out of here, but we could see some significant totals, up to 8 inches of snow in cities like Boston. That's a look at the forecast across the country. Janae, back to you.
All right, Samara, thank you. This morning, the U.S. Coast Guard has located the mangled wreckage of the plane that vanished. Over to our countdown to the big game, and Will Reeve, he's our man in not in Los Angeles, in New Orleans. Everybody looked up. I'm sorry, guys. He's in New Orleans this morning, and he's at the Super Bowl experience, getting ready to give a deserving football fan a super surprise in New Orleans. Hey, Will.
Hello, yes, New Orleans, Louisiana, also known as the Big Easy, Janae. We're so glad to be here, and we've got some taking in the big Super Bowl week, all the festivities, but you're also here for a really in the NFL and crucial catch. But we do want to bring out another special guest here. Toya Mathis is right behind you. We're going to have you slide on in, along with your son, who has the best possible football name, Madden. It's great to
for so long was make sure that I got screenings. I got the screening, and basically there were some things that came up in the screening that was able to be basically processed, and we were able to get that that tumor removed.
Processing all of it, still taking it all in, that she's going to the big game. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, her reaction was like, no. We're like, no, yes. Yes, you are going. All right, let's get it over to Somara Theodore for another check of the weather. Samara, good morning.
My goodness, I'm in puppy heaven. Okay, so this Sunday is not just about the Super Bowl. We are taking a look at that other bowl, the 21st Annual Puppy Bowl, where over 140 rescue puppies from shelters across 40 different states compete in the cutest competition around. Puppy Bowl referee Dan Shatchner joins us along with Semolina. I have Fakasha here from Paws Crossed Animal Rescue. Now, Dan, I want you to tell me a little bit more about Puppy Bowl's mission behind the significance of adopting dogs, both young and old.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's our 21st year, and in all of our previous 20 years, every single one of our dogs has been adopted.
Wow.
And we expect the same after this year's bowl. They're repping 80 different shelters across the country, including...
And I'm so happy to have them join us this morning, and I can't wait to watch the Puppy Bowl as well.
It's going to be a big one. Tune in.
All right, Puppy Bowl airs on Animal Planet, Discovery, and Max this Sunday. We are so inspired by the Puppy Bowl that we have a special puppy-themed weather map. And Semolina, temperatures in the 70s down in Florida. That was a good job, Fakasha.
Fakasha likes the sunshine, I think.
I feel that. Let's go. Let's look at the forecast across the country. Let's see what's going on a little closer to home.
Then Fakasha likes this morning. Sun to start, but snow to finish your Saturday. Temps in the 20s before increasing clouds take us into this afternoon.
Yes, I am, because hot hike, if we're talking fashion and football, I'm your girl.
It's coming in hot. I'm faster than you, Janae.
Oh, man.
I already caught it. How are you? I hope we'll get her past to Morgan, because she's right here.
Yeah, there's a good yeah, you guys did the right thing by tossing it to him, because I have butterfingers. But yeah, talk to a couple rookie players in the stadium. Kristen Juszczyk, the wife of Kyle Juszczyk. This is off-season brand. I had a chance to sit down with her about her limited brand that or Super Bowl jackets that she just made, making designer Emma Greed launching their brand off-season. They've never heard of your brand off-season. How would you describe it?
It would really be a brand to where fashion, performance, quality all meet each other. And for me, champions are born in the off-season.
And look, Juszczyk isn't the only champion, like wear by confident in the sports attire.
You walk into a pro shop and you see a ton of stuff. 46% of women are interested.
Come together really quickly. Ranch is delicious with fried chicken.
And then the whole Quaker oats, and then we shape them and then into these little balls.
I actually make these at home. I got to try. Pop-Tart. Crazy!
Rooney's story is not only a reflection of Black history, but it's family history for you. Tell me about that.
It is. I was so lucky to grow up with a grandmother who was a big...
And before we go, big thanks to our team in New Orleans, Will Reeve, Morgan Norwood, all the fans out there. We'll see you tomorrow for the big game.
See you then!
Elon Musk.